record. All right. So, welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being on the call with us. I know it is the night before a holiday. Everyone's probably on vacation. I know MSG has been on the boat all day, but cheers to showing up because this is what this call is all about. So, everyone, whatever you're drinking, raise a glass and have a toast to yourself because I am proud of you. I am proud for showing up. And I ask everyone, please, 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 if you can, turn your cameras on. This call is about to be so good. MSG and I prepped so hard for this call, and we were like literally getting so pumped. So turn your cameras on if you can, because we love seeing your faces while we're talking. So, all right, let's get into it. So, the theme of the whole month of July, you guys, is called Doing the Do. So, you might be like, what the heck does that mean? Basically, what doing the do is, it is doing what you need to do in order to achieve success in this business. And that is what we're going to talk to you guys all about. I'm going to preface by saying that some of the things we're going to be talking about, guys, like we're going to tell it to you straight. We're going to shoot it to you straight. And some of it might be a little bit of a hard pill to swallow, but I think right now it's a great time to get a good gut check for how you're doing in your business because we are halfway through the year. Sorry if the cicadas and stuff are like super loud in the background. But I'm going to start off by saying, and I'll introduce myself in a second, but people always want to know, what's the secret? What's the secret sauce? How do you get all those VIPs? How do you recruit? How do you get all those market partners? How do you get that volume? Guys, at the end of the day, there's no gatekeeping. There are no secrets in this business. The only secret is doing the work. So we're going to talk to you guys about the pillars of like how essentially MSG and I built our businesses from the ground up. So a little bit about my story. For those of y'all who don't know me, I'm Maria Shrewsbury, and I joined Monat back in 2021, May 2021. And to be totally honest, Morgan Childers is gonna sit there and probably laugh because when I joined, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like dip my toe in, like, I'll see, how it goes. Y'all, I literally posted the night I joined the business, and I got like 4 people messaging me about the products, and I was like, sold, I'm in, like I'm 100% in. So I hit the ground running from the get-go. Within my first 6 months, I hit MMB, but I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I've been sitting at MMB for 20 months. Okay. So a lot of what we're going to be talking to you guys about tonight, I'm talking not only to you guys, but I'm also talking to myself. It is a gut check for me. Am I doing everything that I can to get everything that I want? So yes, thank you for the reminder, MSG. Everyone, get your notebooks out. This is going to be a note-taking call. We are taking it back to the very beginning. No Canva, nothing. You're going to write your own notes because that's how things are going to stick. I guarantee you, MSG and I, we have a whole Monat notebook filled with notes that we used to just like sit and jot down as fast as we could during these calls. So, let's get into it. So, what is doing the do? All right, before we dive into that, drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever watched another girl in this business, another girl that does Monat, and you think to yourself, I want to do what she's doing. I want to be Rachel Britt. I want to go to Italy for 3 weeks and not give a crap in the world. I want to make what she's making. I want to earn the trips that she's earning. Drop a 1 in the chat. Obviously, I have so many inspirations in this business, and I think to myself all the time, well, I want to be making those paychecks. So hold that thought. Everyone who dropped a 1, hold that thought. So taking it back to Monations 2021, I was like 3 months into my business. officially. And Morgan told me, she goes, you have to go to Monations. And I was like, I just started this. Like, is it going to be worth it? And she's like, trust me, it's going to be worth every single penny. So I spent the full ticket amount, $250, and I went to Monations, and y'all, it changed everything for my business. And I was only 3 months in. So that's just a little plug for Monations. But we heard so many incredible speakers, John Maxwell being one of them. And if you don't know who John Maxwell is, he is an incredible speaker who talks a lot about leadership and just being a servant leader. He's amazing. Add him on your to read list because he's awesome. But during his keynote speech, he was talking about how so many people he meets in the world, like he meets people all the time, and people always come up to him and they say, I want to do what you're doing. I want to do what you do. Like, I want to get up on stage. I want to, be inspirational and talk and, make connections with people and make people feel better about themselves. I want to do what you do, John Maxwell. And he looks at them and responds, well, are you willing to do what I did to get here? I'm going to say that again. People always say to him, I want to do what you do. And he responds, are you willing to do what I did? And so everyone who dropped a 1 in the chat, are you willing to do what other people have done in their business to get to where they are? Are you willing to do that? That is a personal question, but you need to be honest with yourself, you guys. This call is all about being honest with yourself. Take the mask off. We do such a good job of masking our emotions, masking how we feel, masking all of these things in our life to everyone else. But I think we become experts in masking things to ourselves. We feed ourselves, quite frankly, BS a lot of times. And it's time to cut that. It's time to stop that. And something that Rachel Britt has said to me before, you cannot be committed to your goals and your bullshit at the same time. Something's got to give. So are you going to be committed to your goals or are you going to be committed to your bullshit? All right. So let's kind of get into these 5 pillars on, are you doing the do? Okay. So we came up with 5 C's, the 5 key pillars to running a successful business. First, commitment. Are you committed? And what does commitment look like? Commitment starts with goal setting. Any goal that you have for this business, maybe, for some people, it's not to retire. For some people, it's not to be SED or get $1 million club. For some people, that's not the case, but you need to be committed to your goals. What's going to make you feel successful in this business? You need to take initiative to create your goals and staying committed to hitting them. Be honest with yourself. Have you gotten maybe halfway through the month and you think, I'm just going to push this off till next month? Oh, I'm going to wait to hit the rank so I only have to hit it 1 more time to qualify for the trip. Have you ever thought about that? Are you making the short-term sacrifices for the long-term game? Because at the end of the day, you guys, this business is long-term, right? Oh my gosh, sorry. My son will literally not go to sleep. It is an hour and 45 minutes past his bedtime. Hi, sweetie, come sit with me. So are you willing to make those short-term sacrifices? Are you willing to do what it takes? And do you show up when no one is watching? Those are the questions I want to ask you. So, are you committed? Think about it like this, you guys. If you're driving somewhere, let's say you're driving to LA, whatever. If you're trying to get there and you don't have a map, it's going to take you a hell of a lot longer to get there. Versus if you plan, if you know exactly how you're going to get there, you're going to get there. And there's a million ways to get there, but you're going to get there way more efficiently So think about it like that. Your goals are like a roadmap. You need to know where you're going in order to get there. Okay. And then lastly, on commitment, are you taking initiative? Commitment takes initiative. Are you the one that's reaching out to your upline? Are you the one that is asking your upline for help? Are you the one that's saying, hey, I really want to learn about XYZ? Are you the one that's taking initiative to make those goals happen? Or are you waiting on your upline to say good morning? Are you waiting on your upline to say, let's get a post up today? Because I guarantee you, I never did that in my business. MSG never did that in her business. And granted, we have a long way to go, but commitment takes initiative. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Let's talk about consistency. So consistency means obviously being consistent in your business. Again, are you showing up when no one's watching? Are you showing up when it's inconvenient? Y'all, I'm on family vacation right now. I easily could have said, you know what, I don't really want to do this call. Like, I'm on family vacation. It's the night before 4th of July. But like, I got goals to hit. So like, I'm going to sacrifice the hour and a half or whatever to be here, to pour into you guys, because this is what it takes for me to get to that next level. So are you being consistent with talking to your upline and talking to your downline? Are you consistent in reaching out to your VIPs and having conversations? Are you having conversations, period? Because I guarantee you the months, and I'm going to share some stats with you guys, but the months that I have more conversations and I'm more consistent, I show up every single day in my business, my numbers show for that. And some of you might be newer in this business, and so you're still getting your feet wet, still getting, your feet on the ground. But I'm going to tell you, being consistent in your reach outs and in social media changes the game for your business. That's the secret sauce. Yes, like having, networking in person, all of those things, absolutely, you can be successful in this business without social media. But if you want to take it to that next level, it's going to take being consistent with the conversations, with the reach outs, and with your posting. So to give some stats here, I'm going to tell you guys that June, rough month for me, rough month mentally, rough month. I'm being vulnerable here. It was a rough, month being a mom. It was rough for my marriage. It was just a hard month. And I really had a hard time showing up in my business. And my business took a hit for that. So I went back and looked, and I only posted not just like posting on Instagram. I post every single day on Instagram of, whatever, my daily life. But in the month of June, I only posted 12 times in the entire month. I only posted about Monat 12 times, whether that was the business or the products. I got 3 new VIPs, 1 market partner. I posted 12 times. Now, back in April, I had Bahamas was on my mind. I knew I was going to close Bahamas by the end of the month. And so I was working my little booty off to close it. I was posting constantly, you guys. I posted 26 out of 30 days about Monat, whether that was products or business. 26 out of 30 days. And I got 7 new VIPs and 2 market partners. Okay. Not to say, some of you might be thinking, oh man, like June sounds like a good month for her, but I'm just telling you guys, consistency pays off. You have to be consistent. You have to be. So one more thought, and then I'm going to pass it over to MSG. And this kind of goes with the consistency, but I think, anti-hustle culture has been a really hot thing going on ever since COVID. It's been a thing we see all over Instagram. Anti-hustle, get away from the hustle. That's not healthy, blah, 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 all of the things. And I'm not here saying you need to run yourself into the ground. That is not what we're saying. But at the end of the day, I think what we believed is that by us just saying yes to this opportunity, that, people should be reaching out to me. Like, people should just be flocking to me. I should be getting paid and not really have to do a lot. And I'm going to tell you right there, that's called a pyramid scheme. What's not a pyramid scheme is our business. The more you put into this business, the more you're going to get out of this business. And so you have to remember that. This business is not hard. Or sorry, this business is not easy, but it is simple. That's what I meant to say. This business is not easy, but it is simple. But it takes a hell of a lot of work for the goals that I have and the goals that some of you might have too. But I feel like this has been a really big disconnect. It's something that I've had to kind of figure out in my own journey of, being a stay-at-home mom, and I don't have it all figured out yet. I don't think any of us have it figured out. It's always a like dance between like pouring into your business and pouring in all other areas of your life. But I'm going to tell you right here, every single ounce of work that you pour into this business, it is 1,000% worth it. The trips are worth it. The paychecks are worth it. I still have tears in my eyes whenever I open up my bonus checks. I still do, because it literally like brings me to tears. So, I want everyone to stop believing that anti-hustle culture is going to help you get to the goals that you want to get to. It takes work, it takes grit, it takes effort. And if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to show up when it's hard, if you're willing to do all the other things we're about to talk about, trust me, you're going to have success. And maybe you're starting out in your business or restarting your business. Trust me, do all these things for 30 days and see where you are at the end of the month. So I'm going to pass it over to MSG.
Yay. Thank you, Maria. Y'all, I will have, just like Maria was saying, I just have to be so real with you guys in the sense of one of the things that I got so stuck in my business about, and kind of what Maria was talking about, was for a year, 2021, honestly, that entire year, I was searching for somebody to tell me what I needed to do to hit MM. I was looking, I was searching, and truthfully, like when Maria and I talked, it was these 5 pillars that we talked about, and also having to be vulnerable with ourselves, and also having to accept, like, I'm not where I want to be, but I need to look to make a different change in my business. So I'm so excited to get to talk to you guys and finish off the last 3 pillars that we want to share about, and how you guys, anybody can be successful in this business. And I want you to know that there is no time frame. If you've put a specific time frame down, like I have to be successful by May or December, and it doesn't work, keep going, because I promise you, when you get over this fear or this anxiety or whatever you might have of like why you cannot be successful in this business, you will succeed. And the biggest thing that I have to express to you guys is, if Maria or I are speaking to you about one of these 5 pillars and you are sitting there and saying, I am not good in this area, that is where you need to start. And you need to start realizing and soaking it in and being real with yourself and saying, I am stuck in this area right here, and I need to take it to the next level, and get with your upline and talk about that with them. So, the third pillar that I want to jump into is being coachable. Okay. I bet there are a bunch of us that have been in jobs where we've had to be coachable. We've been in sports where we've had to be coachable. But I really want you to ask yourself, are you really coachable? Do you really accept feedback from your upline? Like, if your upline came to you and said specifically, you are not successful in this business because you do not post enough on social media, do you take that as, excuse me, an FU to your upline? Or do you take that as a, you're right, I need to grow in this area? How do you take being coachable? Because at the end of the day, guys, this business is about accepting feedback and not taking it so personally. So one of the things that I genuinely struggled with in my business was, I struggled with when my upline would come to me and say, your social media is all over the place. I would literally immediately take offense to that and would be like, that is so rude of them. I cannot believe they would say that about my social media. But really, at the end of the day, they were offering advice to me of how they could help me and how I could be more successful. Now, yes, does it sting a little bit to be told like I'm not great at something? Yeah, it does. But at the same time, too, do you want to take your business to the next level or do you want to stay where you're at? Because if you're going to stay where you're at stagnant and you're not going to grow your business, then you're not coachable. If you're stuck at the same rank, if you're stuck in the same point where you only get 500 PV a month and that's it, you are not coachable. You are sitting and waiting for someone to give you a secret sauce when the secret sauce is getting over your freaking self. It is you being coachable. It is you seeking advice from your upline and accepting the reality that they have to tell you. For an example, too, of putting this all into full circle. Our systems and routines, guys, they are there for a reason. That I know everyone has the VIP notes, you have the voice note outline. Guys, if you are not taking advantage of the notes that have been written out for you and taking that and really not researching, but learning about that, that is on you. That is not you being coachable enough to understand that systems are put in place because they have been successful. They have been there to help you achieve your goals and what it is that you want to do because they actually work. So, again, if you are someone that struggles with any time your upline comes to you and is real with you and shoots it straight to you how it's supposed to be, and you automatically take it offensively, you have to think in your business, do I want to grow or do I want to stay stagnant? Those are the two differences. If you want to grow, then you've got to ask for your upline to be straight up real with you and say, what do you notice? Because I guarantee your upline has been in this business long enough that they have seen the success of the business and they have also can share with you their failures. I tell my girls all the time exactly where I failed and exactly where I want to help them. I am not going to give them any advice that is not going to help them be successful. And I'm going to be real with them and tell them where I have failed in this business because that's being coachable. That's being vulnerable with them and also accepting exactly where I have been to share that with them as well. So the next thing that I want to go into is number 4 as our pillar is connection. So I think we talk about a lot of the times, we talk about connection with our VIPs. And I want to touch on that a little bit briefly, but I want to talk about your connection with your MPs, or excuse me, not your MPs, but your team. Okay. I'm going to be so real with you guys when I say this. I literally, when I was in this business in 2020, 2021, I rarely ever knew Rachel and Morgan in my upline. I really didn't. I didn't know them enough where I was willing to open up myself and build a true connection with them because I was just kind of in my own way of like, well, I don't really care. Like, I mean, you're just part of my team. Like, I don't really care to know you. When I opened up myself to build a connection with my upline and share with them and be real with them about what I actually want in this business, y'all, my business has flourished. When I tell you, I would get on calls with them and I would tell them what I thought they wanted to hear. I would get on, I would be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get to MMB this month, and I'm gonna get 12 VIPs this month. I'm gonna close a block. Y'all, I didn't want to do that stuff. I was telling them what they wanted to hear because I was being fake in my connection. I was being fake with them and not telling them the truth because I just wanted to please them. I wanted to be on their side to get them to like me. And that truthfully only downgraded my business because at the end of the day, I wasn't being real with them. They would give me advice because, again, I'm telling them they can't read minds. Your upline can't read minds. When you tell them something that you want, if you say, hey, I'm going for MMB, they're going to value what you have to say. So they're going to push you to go to MMB. But if you don't really want that, you got to be upfront about that. You got to be real with your upline and build a connection with them. Be like, look, I just want to make $100. That's all I want to do. and your upline is going to meet you exactly where you want to be. But if you can't be real with your upline and you can't build that connection with your team, that is on you. That is on nobody else other than you. And I know I'm being probably a little harsh right now, but guys, like, you got to realize that this is a business and it's your business. It has nothing to do with my upline, Grace, Morgan, Rachel, Jamie. They help me in my business, but at the end of the day, they're not getting my paychecks. They're not getting what I'm getting. So therefore, if I want a successful business and I have specific goals I want to meet, I got to be real with them. And I got to build that connection and be straight up honest with them and tell them, literally, this is what I'm doing. This is what I am going after, and be straight up real with them to the point where they know exactly this is it. And they're here to help me. I tell my team this all the time. And if you don't share this with your team, share this with them. At the end of the day, what I tell all my girls, you are your own boss. I am your assistant. You are there to help. You are there to tell me what you need from me. If you need me to give you a call, if you need me to hop on a call with you and give you information about products, that's what I'm there for. That's what I'm here to do. But I'm not here to babysit you and tell you exactly how you're supposed to run your business. That's not my job, right? That's not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to run my team's business. That is not what I did. I signed up to run my own business and help guide people how to be successful in this business. So again, when you think about that and you think about what do you want with your, black shift order. When you think about your business and you think about it, you need to think, what do you want out of this? What do you need to be telling your upline? Because they're here to help you. They're not here to tell you what to do. And the second thing that I want to build off of is the connections with the VIPs. Guys, the biggest mistake I made in the beginning of my business was signing up VIPs and giving them whatever they wanted and not telling them that that was not going to work for them. Giving them an oil and dry shampoo. That was never going to work for anybody. If you know the products and you know if you just put an oil treatment on your hair, you wash your hair with some Suave, whatever cheap crap products, and then you put some dry shampoo in your hair, you know that was never going to work for you. You are not dumb when you have used these products. I signed up so many VIPs in the beginning of this business, and I literally did not care about them at all. And it is on me that I did not build that connection. And now that I have grown my business, I have seen the benefit of building a connection with someone because, one, they're going to be real with me if the products don't work. And they're going to come to me and say, hey, my scalp is super oily. I've been using this. I need your help. Can you help me? Right. And they trust me, right? Because I built a relationship with them. I'm not here to just sell products to them. I'm not here to just get money off of them, because I want you to think about it at the end of the day. How would you feel if roles were reversed in this business? How would you feel if you signed up to be a VIP and someone just said, yeah, just get that, that'd be great, and you freaking dump an oil treatment on your head and then literally try to wash your hair the next day and your scalp is so oily and you're so uncomfortable to go tell the girl that told you these products were going to work? You're going to feel like freaking crap, right? You're going to be upset because, again, like, you don't know how you trusted this person, right? You trusted this person to believe that they were going to give you the best products they possibly can offer you. And then again, you just kind of just got them whatever you wanted because of a sale. So right now, if you have not built sustainable relationships with your VIPs, you've got to do it. You've got to go back. You've got to mend the relationship and do what you can. You got to go back and let them know you screwed up. You messed up. You want to help them. You want to find out a best way that they can use these products, or you want to find the best way that can support them. If they don't want the help, then that's okay. You did everything you could. But you can't just look at people like they're number signs and sign up as many VIPs as you possibly can with no purpose in supporting them. Because, y'all, at the end of the day, everybody knows how this business works. If you want volume, if you want referrals, if you want people to reach out to you, you got to build relationships. You're never going to be successful if you don't build relationships with people. You're not going to get more VIPs because guess what? If you're just reaching out to someone and giving them what you think they want, and again, it doesn't work for them, they're not coming back to you and they're going to trash talk you. It's how everything works in life. Same thing if I got Skims, I love Skims, but if I got Skims shapewear and I told all of you it sucks, it's terrible, y'all aren't going to go buy it because I just told you it's terrible. It's the same thing with these products in this business. Okay. The last pillar I want to talk about, and this is one that we talked about it all last month in BBE, and it's confidence. The number one thing you need to have in this business is confidence. It really is, guys. And when we talk about confidence, I want you to understand that confidence doesn't happen overnight. And again, the biggest thing, I heard this in a spin class today, and it literally brought me to tears. Your confidence doesn't come from the way you look, how much weight you lost, the clothes you wear. It comes from your freaking mindset. That's where your confidence comes from. Your confidence comes from you waking up every freaking day knowing you're a badass. You're doing something people are scared to do and you're the one doing it. Your confidence comes from the way you talk to people and you are able to make someone feel beautiful because of the products that they bought. That's where your confidence comes from. It doesn't come from the way you freaking make a social media post and you look sexy as hell because eventually that goes away. That's not confidence, guys. Confidence is building a business that you keep building sustainably and you keep going and you build that confidence because you never give up. You never self-doubt what you can possibly do. If you feel like right now your business is lacking in a certain area, maybe you don't really know about the products that much, or like you're struggling with building bundles, or quizzes are hard, or reaching out to people, it's difficult. That is on you. That's not on your upline. That's on you. You have to reach out to your upline and say, I need help in this area. This makes me nervous. And you have to be the one that takes the initiative to go ask for help and learn about it. Learn about how you can become confident in someone. It's not your upline's job or someone in the team's job to make you confident. That's on you. I can't wake up every day and say, good morning, beautiful. Hope you're having a great day. And you believe it. You got to believe that. You got to be the one that says, I'm waking up today and I'm going to be a badass. I'm waking up today and I'm going to be the best version of myself. That's on you. Nobody can do that other than you. And that's where your confidence stems from, is you believing in what you really can be and working towards that goal every single day. The last thing that I want to leave you with, and something that with this business, as I know this call is about to end, you can sit down every single day and write out your why every single day. But if you don't believe in that shit, it is never going to come true. Ever. You can have whatever goal you want in this business, even if it is $200 a month. You don't have to be director in this business. You don't have to be MMB in this business. You can be whatever the hell you want to be in this business and be freaking successful at it if you want that. So just like Maria said in the beginning of this call, it is just doing the do. Do what you want to do to go after your goals. And if you go after it, you will succeed. I guarantee it. Don't put it on a timeline. Don't say, I have to be this by this date. You go after your freaking goals and you be consistent at it and you will hit it. It might not be August 1st. It might not be December 1st, but I guarantee if you're successful or if you are consistent in this business, you follow these pillars that we just gave you guys, you will achieve your goals. But it starts with you. It has nothing to do with anybody else in this business other than waking up and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I'm going to do the damn thing. It's up to me. It's no longer anyone else's fault other than my own. I'm the one that's going to achieve this. Okay. So again, I know we gave y'all like a lot of information, but truthfully, chase after these 5 pillars and put them in system for 30 days. Y'all, your business is going to change. Your business is going to go to the freaking top. And I promise you, you just got to do the damn thing and not freaking quit. Okay. So we love you guys. Thank y'all so much for hopping on. We know it is July 4th. Enjoy yourself. Thank y'all so much. And we will talk to you guys very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.